Hi, I'm Andrew Berman with the Mortgage News Network. We have a meeting with the visionary organizations as named by National Mortgage Professional magazine. And I don't think you could have a conversation about visionary organizations in the mortgage industry and not talk about Ellie Mae. So joining us today is Jonathan Corr, who's the CEO for Ellie Mae. Jonathan, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So listen, now I want to get right into this. Tell me, but when Ellie Mae started, what was the original vision that the founders, Sig Anderman and Lyman, who had for the mortgage industry?
It's always been the vision, which I now call our North Star, is to automate everything automatable between the consumer and the end investor. And it really hasn't wavered from that. How we've gone about getting there. And we're not automating everything yet, and that's a key word, yet. But how we've gone about getting there has really changed a number of times over the years. And it's kind of like, as you're going towards that North Star and you're sailing towards it, the North Star doesn't move, right? You're lining up everybody, they're going towards it. But, in our industry, the tides change, the winds change. We have mortgage meltdowns, we have great recessions, we've got a market that used to be driven by mortgage brokers is now, really who make up a very small part of the marketplace. So you evolve and you make adjustments, and but you still stay true to that vision of automating everything that's automatable in the industry.
Wonderful, wonderful. So how does an organization like Ellie Mae, that's a high-tech organization, maintain the old-fashioned values that you have embedded into your business model?
Well, it's you live it every day. You talk it every day. You make it part of the DNA, and that part of that goes back to the founders. Sig Anderman, our chairman, and Lehman, and as we've brought people along and brought them onto the team, and we've grown from under 100 people to almost close to 1,000 today. It's making sure that the things that allow you to succeed, which is really these foundational values, right? Focused on the customer. No kidding. That's why you're in business, right? To be focused on that customer and making them successful and delivering great products and services, and making sure that in a technology business, especially a software business, it's all about the team. The team is the one that's going to deliver on that to your end customer. And so, making sure that the team feels supported, they feel the environment's open, that they're listened to, that it's a collaborative environment. Doesn't mean everybody agrees all the time, but there's good interaction. Those are some of the key foundational elements. And then another thing that I think really is special about Ellie Mae that permeates what we do here and outside the company is we appreciate what we have. We appreciate what we have in terms of being out here in California and being successful, and we think it's important to give back. And so it really is an environment where people care. They care about each other, but they care about their customers, and they care about folks out in the marketplace. So we give back a lot, and it's all that tied together just creates an environment where people really enjoy working, and they're passionate about what they're doing, and they're passionate about the vision. And when you have that kind of combination of old-fashioned values, magic is created.
Very cool. So Jonathan, let's get excited about the future. I know you guys have a lot planned in the future. Talk about Ellie Mae's vision for tomorrow's mortgage originator.
So, it's been 12 years since we developed Encompass, and it's been in the marketplace. And, boy, I think we do a lot of things right. There's always things we could do better. And, obviously we listen and we hear what we could do better. And then, we developed the solution 12 years ago, conceived of it at that time. 12 years later, the world is very different. And so, to be an innovative company, right, to continue to push the envelope and be what I always say is that, we're our customers' partner in technology, and we're always going to be skating to where the puck is is going to be, right? And so you got to kind of reassess where you are, what you do well, what you could do better, and how the environment has changed, and build the next generation of the platform. Basically, not be complacent, but continue to deliver on that promise to our existing customers, which are the number one thing for us. I mean, obviously we like to continue to grow and add more customers, but our number one priority is our existing customers. And so as we look out and we look at what's changed in terms of mobility, web-based capabilities, what's changed in terms of what consumers are willing to do, what we possibly can do with things like instant income and asset verification, the promise, where the experience just gets that much better for the consumer, where the consumer can do more of the process themselves if they so wish, and it becomes an experience that people enjoy rather than they shy away from. And many folks have been through that pain. But at the same time, you've got to have all the important things that are happening on the back end keep happening. We've got to keep underwriting things in a very pristine fashion. We've got to deliver quality assets. We all in an industry have to deal with an ever-changing set of regulations and compliance. And so how do you do that in the background and at the same time innovate to create that much more of a seamless, wonderful experience for the consumer on the front end? And that's really what we're focused on. We're focused on, we announced that at our user experience, the roadmap around our next generation platform that is rolling out this year and into next year. We also talked about, opening up from an API perspective, application programming interface, so that not only can we innovate, but so that our customers can innovate and build on top of it. And other folks in the industry, partners, can innovate and build on top of it. Again, all with that vision that ultimately someday everything will be automated in the industry and will be the driver of that.
That's fantastic. Awesome stuff. We're excited about the future for you guys. Thank you for joining us, Jonathan.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And I'm Andrew Berman with the Mortgage News Network. Thank you for watching.
This is Mortgage News Network.